Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a long overdue update for my 20 favorites in 2020 Project Pan. This is a collaborative project pan that was started by Denise. Her Instagram handle is @justsomemakeupPans. I'll have all of her information listed in the description box, as well as information for the YouTube playlist that Laura created and just everything that you need to know about this project. I do really need to address the fact that I have been so poor at updating this project pan. This is only my third update, and when I first started this project, I did initially say I was going to be doing updates monthly. We are now in June, and this is my third update. And part of that was the fact that there are 20 products to talk about. Not a ton of progress can be made in a month when you have 20 focused products, plus I'm doing other project pans. But also the fact that I just had a camera that would overheat after like 10 minutes of use, and it was beyond frustrating to try to sit down and talk about such a large amount of products and try to actually make it work with the technology that I have, or that I had. So I do have a new camera, and I know that the picture quality probably is going all over the place because the clouds are just wild today, and I cannot fix that. But the battery life and the lack of overheating is going to be definitely a treat, so I can actually sit down and film these videos. And then the second thing is that because I don't feel like I make a ton of progress month to month, I have decided that I am going to be updating this project every other month. And that is going to be really good for me and keep me motivated, and I'll have more progress to share with you guys. And then the last thing that I'm going to be doing to alter this project is I'm following both Haley and Laura's lead. And basically what I'm going to be doing is whenever I hit my goal on a product, I'll be rolling it out of this project, and I will not roll anything new in until I have brought the total of products in this project down to 10. And then at that point, I will begin a rolling project pan. I honestly don't know if I will ever get to the point of it being a rolling project 10 pan for me, because I still have a very substantial number of products in this project. I cannot talk. I really haven't been rolling new items into this project because there is such a large amount of products to focus on. My apologies for being so scattered with this project, but I do think this new structure is going to be extremely beneficial for me. I want to kick off this update on a high note. This is the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Exit, and this guy is empty. I am so happy about this. There is no product left. Well, the product is flush with the packaging, but I can't get any more to actually apply to my skin. The way that I've been using this over the last couple months is I would just kind of dot it on my inner corner and kind of like smush it into that area, because this product was loose in the packaging, so it's kind of like smush it in. And then I would apply any sort of like inner corner highlight or some sort of shadow onto my inner corner and use this as kind of a tacky base. This next product is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Filmstar Bronze Glow Duo. I have mine in the fair to medium shade range, and I am so excited to share with you guys that I've actually hit pan on this shade right here, the highlighter shade. I am so thrilled about that, and I am just like so happy. I'm not going to be reaching for this bronzer for a while. I do have another bronzer in this project that is better suited to me now that it is summertime, or like more summery weather happening here. So I'm really, really thrilled about this. Generally, what I've been doing with it recently is I've just been using this on my inner corners on top of that ColourPop eyeliner, because this shade is just a little bit too chalky on my skin tone for the time being. It's just a little bit too light. And I would often just use it, like I go in with my ring finger and just kind of like top it on the very tip of my very top of my cheekbone right here, and just press it on top of other deeper highlighters to give a little bit more dimension to the cheeks. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with my progress on this, and I'm so excited. There's a pan in this. So excited. So let's talk about that other bronzer. It is by Physicians Formula, and it is the Butter Bronzer. Physicians Formula is no longer cruelty-free, so I am really motivated to get this used up, but I do really love this bronzer so much. And I have not yet hit my goal of hitting pan on it. Realistically, I am going to probably just keep this in this project for the entirety of this year, whether or not I hit pan on it soon. I really am motivated to get it out of my collection. And as you can see, I don't think I'm close per se to hitting pan on it. Like, I do think there is going to be some time before I do hit pan on it. but this is what I'm using now that the warmer months are here. This color is just perfect on me. It's the bronzer I'm wearing today. I just feel like it meshes so well into my skin and it just looks so healthy and so nice and just, I don't know. It's a beautiful bronzer, and I really wish the Physicians Formula was cruelty-free, but I am enjoying it. I'm really happy that I'm reaching for it, and I will definitely have more progress to share with you guys for that next update. This product I actually already hit my goal on in a previous update. This is the Balm Mary Luminizer. This is such a stunning, stunning highlighter shade, and like I said, I did hit my goal, which was to re-hit pan on it. I had previously hit pan on this, then repressed it, and now I've hit pan on it again. This is such a well-loved highlighter in my collection, and I just want to continue to monitor my progress and make a note of reaching for this since it is the oldest and honestly like one of the most beloved highlighters that I own. So I don't feel like I've made a ton of progress since the last time that I updated this project, but I definitely have reached for it a handful of times, and I'm just going to continue to keep an eye on it and ensure that I'm reaching for it. And this other highlighter that I'm working on is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. I previously did have pan on this when I first rolled it into this project pan, and my goal with this is to use it up. I am slowly but surely working towards hitting that goal of using this up. It definitely is going to take me a while to get to that point. This is the time of year that I really love reaching for this tone, and today I'm wearing it. I kind of pop it like in this area to make my lips, no, not my lips, definitely not my lips. My cheeks look a little bit more juicy, a little bit more round. I love using this color to kind of blend into my blush because it has that rosy tone, and I just feel like this really flatters my face and just gives my complexion a lot of lit from within kind of glow, and it doesn't look as artificial as a tone like this can look, because this is very rose goldy. I don't know if you can see that there, but when I apply it in this area, the way the light hits it, it just looks and functions differently than if I was to put it on the top of my cheekbones. I really don't know if I'll be able to fully finish this off this year, but I am definitely determined to do so because Wet n Wild is no longer cruelty-free, and honestly, I've just gotten to this point where I'm like, I just want to get it used up. So I am going to keep making really good progress on it. I'm sure. I am so motivated, and I'm feeling like the pan has definitely grown since I initially put it into this project, and that is really, really encouraging for me. This next product is honestly the one that I probably have neglected the most in this project pan. This is the Kapari Lip Glossy in the shade Hibiscus. It is a stunning berry tinted lip balm. It's really, really pigmented, and it's really, really beautiful, but I just don't tend to reach for it all that frequently. I've reached for it a handful of times over the last couple of months. I don't know why, I just kind of overlook it. I really love the formula, and I do find that this color really helps to bring a lot of life to my face, and I've worn it actually as a cream blush a handful of times and really adored the way that it looked on my cheeks, but I just kind of forget about it. I finally am able to make a marking on it, however, which is super exciting. I have used up only the teeniest amount in this project, or like just in general, quite honestly, I've only used up the tiniest little bit, but at least there's a little bit of progress. My goal is actually to use this up this year. Given how much product is still left in here, I don't think that that's attainable by any means, but I really do want to continue to reach for it and hopefully make more noticeable progress for my next update. And on the other hand, I've been making amazing progress on this lip product. This is by Bite. This is the lip pencil in the shade 018. Look at this itty bitty, teeny weeny little lip pencil. There's nothing left in here. I was struggling to sharpen this actually when I was using it today. I do have it on underneath of a lipstick that's also in this project pan, and I don't know how many more uses I'm going to be able to get out of this, but I'm not considering it an empty yet. Even though it's this tiny, I have a feeling I should be able to sharpen it just a couple more times, maybe get like 4, 5, 6 more uses out of it, but for sure it'll be done by my next update. It is just so minuscule, but I'm really looking forward to this being considered an empty next update. And the lip product I'm wearing in combination with that one is this one by ColourPop. This is the Luxe lipstick in the shade Tiptoe. This is such a stunning nude. This is my like be all end all nude shade. This is my absolute favorite, and this is unfortunately a discontinued lip product, which just breaks my heart. it's just perfect. It's perfect in my eyes. It is what I'm wearing, like I said, and it's just phenomenal. Like, look at that shade. My progress has been extremely slow with this, and I'm not complaining because I'm savoring every single moment with this lipstick. I know I'll have it done by the end of this year, and I do reach for it very, very frequently, but because it is quite an opaque formula, I really don't have to use a lot. So I am not upset by that by any means. I'm really actually happy that this is lasting me so well because I just adore it, and I'm getting every last ounce of it used up and enjoying every moment of wearing it. And last for lips, I am working on another Physicians Formula product. This is the Healthy Lip in the shade Bear With Me, I believe. Yes, Bear With Me. And yeah, Physicians Formula is no longer cruelty-free, so that's why I did decide to actually roll this into this project in place of a Bite lipstick. And I'm really happy that I did decide to roll it in because I've been really enjoying this actually as a cream blush. Oh, that reminds me, I'm wearing it today as a cream blush, but I mixed it with the ColourPop Tiptoe because I didn't want it to be super peachy. Let me show you this combination, okay? So this is what the Physicians Formula Bear With Me looks like on its own. It's a gorgeous peachy shade. I really do like wearing it on the lips because I feel like it brings a lot of life into my face, but wearing it on the cheeks, it can look a little bit much, and I have worn it on my cheeks several times. But then I just mixed in a little bit of ColourPop Tiptoe like that today. And on the back of my hand, I just melded the two lipsticks together. And then I just used my finger to kind of like tap it onto my cheeks, tap it onto the skin. And it gave me this like perfect peachy cream blush flush. Look how beautiful that is. This is the first time I've done that cocktail together, and I definitely foresee myself using this a lot this summer because this color is just literally perfect for summertime, and it will give me an opportunity to get a lot more use out of this than I would using it exclusively on my lips, because as much as I really like the shade and I do think that it does a lot for my complexion and just like for me, I guess. I don't know where I was going with the rest of that sentence. I just get really worn out when I wear the same lip product multiple days in a row or multiple days a week, but I don't get burnt out with blushes, so I'm really thrilled with this little combo right here. So good. This next item is by Cover FX. This is the Shimmer Veil in the shade Amethyst, and you guys know I absolutely love this product so much, and I'm gonna be honest with you, having it in this project pan isn't making me reach for it more than I probably would have otherwise, so my progress isn't very huge. Also, I've been just like into warm tones, like it's habitual using warm tones for me right now, so I do forget to reach for this, to be quite honest, but I love it nonetheless, and I mean, it is so well loved. Take a peek at that. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much product used up and out of this packaging. I've had this for about 2.5 years now, maybe just a little bit longer, and it is just so good. The formula is still so nice and creamy. It never gets like dry or flaky. I never have fallout from it. This is just like the superior shimmer product in my opinion, like shimmer liquid eyeshadow formula in my opinion. I love on it so much, and it's just so good. Let me give you guys a swatch. She is just a gorgeous little eyeshadow. I highly recommend these. I love these so much. Look at that. Look at that finish. Oh, it's so good. So good. Yeah. Not a ton of progress, but I don't care. I love reaching for it, and I am just so impressed by it every freaking month that goes by, because this is old. Like, this is old for a liquid shadow, and it just is still like prime. It's still perfect. I'm working on a couple of ColourPop Super Shock shadows in this project. This first one is Hanky Panky, which is a matte mid-tone brown kind of shade. And it was definitely an oversight putting this into this project, as much as I love it, and it is one of my favorites. This is a matte brown, and you guys know I'm working on my Pan That palette, which is an all matte neutral palette. But it is really nice, and I'm really happy that I am making a note to reach for it on occasion. You can see it's like barely shows up on my skin tone right now that I have a little bit more color. But on my eyes, it really just cancels everything out and just creates this like perfect canvas, and I can wear it on its own or like just as a base for any other eyeshadow, it's great. And I have made decent progress on it. The rings of the pan are definitely showing more than they were in my last update. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with how much I've been reaching for this, and I do think I should be able to finish it up by the end of this year, but it will take some serious dedication from me that I haven't really been giving it up until this point, if I'm honest, but I am feeling very motivated to get that used up. And then the other shadow that I'm working on is Lala, which is, again, a Super Shock shadow. This is an ultra metallic shadow, and it's a like gorgeous coppery kind of shade. It is so, so beautiful. I wear this all the time. I've actually been reaching for it a lot this past couple months because Melt Cosmetics Gemini in the Gemini palette is in my pan those eyeshadows. And so I've been able to actually really expand my pan in this because I've been using this very, very frequently as a base for Gemini. So it has something a little bit more grippy to adhere to, and it makes the color just amplified so much more. And the shades are very, very similar. So it's been a good pairing for me for sure. But my progress is definitely slow but steady. I don't think I'll be able to finish this up this year just because I am working on my Pan Those eyeshadows and my Pan That palette and these. And of course, I want to reach for other eyeshadows from my collection. But I'm really happy to be reaching for this very frequently and getting a lot of love on it for sure. This next product is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I have mine in the shade medium brown. This past month, like very recently actually, the spoolie just decided to boop, just pop off, just jump off of this, and so it's given me a lot more motivation to get this used up. This is my only brow pencil in my collection, so I wasn't feeling like super motivated to use it up. I knew I would get through it eventually, and I love it, so I wasn't really in the mood to just like power through it, but I've changed my mind, and I have very little left in here now because I'm definitely ready to get this out of my collection. I hate using a brow pencil without a spoolie on the back, especially because with this one specifically, I'm so used to having the spoolie. I find myself constantly like flipping it over and just like being extremely disappointed when I notice the spoolie is no longer there, and I just get a little bit disheartened and a little bit annoyed, to be honest. So I'm working my way through it. I think in 2 months it should actually be done for that next update, which I'm thrilled about. And then the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Gel, I actually think this will be done the next update as well. It is so near finished. You guys know I took out the stopper several months ago. You can't see in here, but I'm going to try to show you anyways. There is like no product inside of this. I think I'm going to go in with my makeup spatula and just pull out what's left at the actual bottom of this packaging because there's nothing on the sides whatsoever. And a little tiny bit of product still comes out on the wand, but barely anything. Oh, I meant to mention, I am wearing this brow combo today. I've been wearing it most often lately. The Brow Wiz I just kind of have at the arch and the tail of my brow. I don't ever bring it into the front of my brow. I find it can look a little bit blocky. But then I have the Kush Brow Gel just spiked through the front of my brow and then just pulled through the tail just to give a little bit more texture. Loving this combo. Like, I really love the result I get from this combo, but I'm so looking forward to having these both done for the next update. This next product is an eyeliner that I set myself a very unrealistic goal for. This is the Annabelle Waterline Matte in the shade Mint. I want to finish this year apparently. I don't believe that that's even going to be a possibility because I have been working on this for the entire year so far, and it is an eyeliner that I reach for very often because I love it. I am wearing it today in my waterline, and I do wear it in my waterline, like I said, very often, but because that's such a small surface area, I never really have to sharpen this. Like maybe every like 6th use or so I have to sharpen it. So it is extremely slow going, like very slow going. I might have to give it a shot as an eyeshadow base one of these days just to play with it, just to get more use out of it, but I know I won't be able to use it up by the end of this year. That doesn't change the way I feel about it. I love it, and I'm so happy that I am just kind of keeping an eye on my progress with it, but that goal is never going to be hit. That was just a crazy goal that I set for myself, for sure, but I'm happy to be using it. And lastly, I have a couple complexion products to talk about. This next one is by Too Faced. This is kind of the same thing as the eyeliner. What was I thinking expecting that I could finish this up this year. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Almond. It is such a nice concealer, and it is a concealer that I've been using literally every single time I do my makeup in some capacity. Generally, I use it as an eyeshadow primer, but today I am wearing it under my eyes. Some days I've worn it as like just my whole complexion, like my full foundation with this. I use it in some way every single time I do my makeup, and there still is like not even any visibility happening in here. I'm shining it into the light right now and I can't see a dang thing through this. It's gonna last me an eternity. I am not complaining about that because it is really good and it's really good value. But oh my gosh, I don't think I'll be able to finish it within 2020. I just don't think that's realistic. I'm gonna keep on trucking through it, keep using it, and keep enjoying it though. And next up, I have the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I also really love this, but again, it's something that is slower going than I was maybe anticipating. And I have used only about maybe 1.5 inches of product throughout this entire project pan. Not terrible in terms of progress, but I have this much left and my goal is to use it up. I don't think that that's going to happen, but I will be very close to using it up by the end of this year, and I am excited about that, and I'm really happy about that. This just offers such a nice base to any foundation or any base product that I wear on top of it. It offers a little bit of smoothing around the pores around my nose and on my fine lines, which are not looking so fine lately. And as much as I'm reaching for it basically any time that I do my makeup, I don't think I'm gonna finish it this year, but who knows? Who knows? And lastly, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 2 Medium. Not a medium shade in my opinion, because I am not a medium complexion. I am definitely a light complexion, but I am making decent progress on this regardless, and I do love this. Love this so, so much. You can see, hopefully you can see, there's a bit of a dip happening in here. Progress is happening. I am making a note of using it all the time. I did pay a lot of money for this, so I am happy that I'm reaching for it and that it is definitely something that's seeing some love for me. And yeah, hopefully I'll have pan on it within a matter of a couple months. So with finishing up the eyeliner and hitting pan on the highlighter, I still have 17 products in this project that I need to hit my goal on. So I have to hit my goal on 7 more products in order to begin a rolling project pan. It's gonna be a while before I get to that point. I'm not even sure if I'm ever gonna get there, like I said in the intro, but I'm happy to be reaching for all of these products. I am really enjoying this project pan still, and I feel like the way I'm going to be restructuring it now is gonna keep me really, really motivated and really excited to reach for all these products and to update this project more frequently. So that is absolutely everything for today's video. I will be updating this project in 2 months' time, and yeah, there will definitely be a couple of empties by that time, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, thank you guys so, so much for watching and for hanging out with me. I hope that you're staying safe and sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.